Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at solving systems. Now when it comes down to solving systems, there essentially is a couple of ways you can go about doing that. So solving systems are essentially divided into about 3 to 4 methods. The first two are essentially substitution, and then you have essentially elimination. And then after that, the two other methods are essentially graphing and using matrices. Now, the problem with graphing is that most people confuse how to graph when it comes down to two systems, but it's really easy. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. And then the fourth method would be obviously using matrices, which you will learn about in Algebra 2. Now, let's go down and take a look at the first two methods of substitution and elimination. So usually when it comes down to questions about substitution, one variable is equal to something. It's an isolated variable. For example, you get something like y is equal to negative 5x plus 1. And then the other one is like 8x plus 2y is equal to negative 2. So these are two systems that you will have essentially. Now, in order to solve this, you just have to substitute the y instead of the y on the bottom. So you will have 8x plus 2 times negative 5x plus 1 is equal to negative 2. So 8x minus 10x plus 2 is equal to negative 2. So negative 2x is equal to negative 2 minus 2. So negative 2x is equal to negative 4, right? Now, after we are done essentially simplifying these part of the equation, if you want to get rid of the negative 2 on the x, you just have to divide it by negative 2, which means you have to do the same thing to the other side. These cancel out, and x is equal to positive 2. You just found the value of x, so you can then find the value of y by substituting this back into either one of those equations. I would say the first one is easier because it's y is equal to negative 5x plus 1. So you can write y is equal to negative 5 times 2 plus 1, which would be negative 10 plus 1. And negative 10 plus 1 is essentially equal to negative 9. There you go. So these are the answers for this question, for this system. In order to check your answers, you can go ahead and just write check. So you just do this. You say, all right, instead of the 2 and the y, I'm going to put the values that I just found. And once again, you can put them into either one of these equations. I'm going to go for the first one. So negative 9 is equal to, instead of y, is equal to negative 5x plus 1. I'm putting these variables. So instead of y, I have to put negative 9. And instead of x, I have to put 2 plus 1. All right. Now, after I'm done with this part, I will have negative 9 is equal to essentially negative 10 plus 1. So negative 9 is equal to, indeed, negative 9. As you can see, both sides of the equations are equal, which means that my solution is correct. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at another type of question for substitution. Sometimes you get something like this. You get y is equal to negative 2x minus 1, and y is equal to 3x minus 16. This is also just as simple as the first one. In fact, at times easier. You just have to put one of the y's instead of the other one. So I'm just going to write this y instead of the second one. So I'm just going to write, or you can just make the y's equal to each other. In other words, 3x minus 16 is equal to negative 2x minus 1. So you just group the like terms. You group the like terms. And then you're going to get 3x plus 2x is equal to, bring 16 to the other side, or just add 16 to both sides, 16 minus 1. So 5x is equal to 15. Now divide this side by 5. Same thing for the other side. So x is equal to 3. Now that you found the value of x, you just have to plug it in back into either one of those equations to find the value of y. So substitute it into either one of those equations. Y is equal to negative 2 times 3 minus 1. I put it inside the first one. So negative 6 minus 1, y is thus equal to negative 7. There you go. All right. Now, when it comes down to elimination, things actually get a bit easier. For example, sometimes you get a question like this. You get 4x plus y is equal to 8, and then negative 3x minus y is equal to 0. Now this one right here is pretty simple. You just draw a line. You think about like, it's as if you're adding them, right? When you add these up, the y's cancel out, and 4x plus 3x would give you positive x, right? Positive 1x. And then 8 plus 0 is obviously 8. So x is equal to 8. There you go. You just found the value of your x. Now you just have to substitute this back inside either one of these equations to find the value of your y. So I'm going to put it inside the first one. 4 times 8 plus y is equal to 8. 4 times 8 is obviously going to be equal to 32 plus y is equal to 8. So y is equal to 8 minus 32. So y is thus equal to, essentially, that would be essentially 224, negative 24. There you go. Once again, you can also go ahead and check your solutions. You can just put them back inside one of the equations and see whether both sides are equal to each other. So just do the first one, 4 times 8 plus negative 24. Is that equal to 8? Let's see. 4 times 8 is obviously 32. Minus 24 should be equal to 8. So 8 is indeed equal to 8. If you subtract 32 by 24, you get 8. And once again, here when I was checking, I just substituted my values into 4x plus y is equal to 8. And if these two sides are equal to each other, then your solutions are correct. Thank you for watching, and